Like we have been doing in previously, because like I said early on, we're going to back our strength, and our strength has so far is our bowling, and we have three changes. We have Shabir Ahmed, young fast bowler, is playing. Vasti is back in the side, and Afridi is back in the side.
They're not worried about the strength of the Sri Lanka because they prefer to field first.
Yeah, I believe so. If I believe on a batting track, if we have good enough total on the scorecard, it'll pressure on the batting second. So that's what we're going to try to do today.
Thank you very much, Michael Holding. And the teams, well, I can tell you on the left there, Sri Lanka unchanged. White changed the winning formula. And have a look at those two at the top. They're back in form. And down the bottom, the bowlers are bowling well too. Across on the right-hand side, Pakistan have made changes. Washti is in the side to open the batting there for Amir Sahel. And, of course, Afridi being given a run here in place of Raza. And, well, look at that. We've got Shabir into the side. Shabir is playing. He's the young fast bowler, and he's in for Asha Khan. Time now to join the action with the first ball. Taminda Vas bowling to Saeed Anwar.
And then big shout immediately. One would suspect that there was a bit of bat in that.
Well, there had to be some bat. Did he get outside the line? I don't think so. I reckon that was a pretty good shot. He was very unlucky in the first delivery. He bowled it nice and close to the stumps. It's pitched on. It hasn't gone too high. Well, I think what's counted against Taminda Vas here. Oh, did he? I don't know if he got a touch, Michael. I don't think he did. How do you give it out first ball of the game? And quite often that's what happens. He hasn't gone very far forward. He's just crossed the crease. That looks very close.
Caught. Very fortunate to have survived his very first delivery, Saeed Anwar, but he hasn't stayed too long at the crease. Sri Lanka will be happy with this.
I wonder if he had the guilt complex there, Michael. He might have known he was out first ball. That one, he's trying to chip it over the top. And we've seen on so many occasions this wicket is not as quick as the ones in previous years, and it's hit the bottom of the bat. He's trying to flick it over the top, and the ball just didn't quite get to him in time. He was through with his shot, and son of Jayasuriya, isn't he delighted? A real blow for Pakistan. Saeed Anwar out for 0, 1 for 1.
That's the side of Afridi we have come to know and love. The full Monty.
Something had to give. It was building up for that. It's taken so long to get off the mark, and then he's got one, and nothing was happening. And Afridi's gone for it. It's just cleared the boundary.
Straight up. Dropped. The simplest of catches.
Can you believe that? That is the most simple. I suppose the only thing you could say is it's coming over your shoulder. It's never that easy. I just wonder whether one of the fielders coming from the side might have just distracted Zoysa, but he hardly laid a hand on this. This should have been the second wicket. Surprised him with an extra pace, and then ran back, and complete misjudgment. Didn't even hit the hands. That is a let-off.
And just to rub a bit of salt into the wound.
He could not believe his luck. If he'd been playing one hand, one bounce, he might have been gone. But Zoysa did not lay a hand on that, I don't think. Closed the fingers. Where's the ball? Well, it's on the ground.
20 for 1 in the score at the moment. In the air, this is going to be a big one. It's going a long way. Oh, he does hit him a long way. Way over the boundary down there at long on. That's why he's the favourite in Pakistan. Well, one of the favourites anyhow. They love him.
Well, and he'll be loving this wicket as well, Sharjah Afridi. You can easily play through the line if you're a good stroke maker. And this was just another example there. Hitting through the line, getting the elevation. And look at that go. Good clean hit.
Straight down the ground. Good shot. Very good shot. Shahid Afridi. He's getting Pakistan off to a good start here, or should I say, he's helping them recover from a bad start.
Again, very good hitting by Sharjah Afridi. Hitting straight, not to the pitch. Doesn't need to, because the fieldsmen are in the 30-yard circle, helping himself through mid-off this time. Again, a change of pace from Chaminda was picked up early by Shahid and going through with the shot with a straight bat.
That's well fielded. That's well fielded. That's much better. Shabada Silva saving a one there. We'll give him a bonus point for that.
Yes, good work in the field by the youngster, diving full length, cutting at least a couple of runs there. Sri Lankans on their feet, agile in the field.
Well, Dyson is going to be out. No, it's not. Just short. Didn't hit it in the middle of the bat. In comes the throw. Well, the Sri Lankans are getting a bit of their own treatment. 33 for 1.
An expensive over from Chaminda Vas.
Oh, he's hit that one. Oh, it's going. It's going. He loves him. Howard, he's caught it. The Pakistani has caught it way down at deep mid-wicket. I reckon he caught it one-handed. Yes, take a bow. What a catch. Sri Lanka could do with him.
What a hit. Beautifully timed pull shot. And getting the maximum. Look at that go. And great fielding in the crowd. One-handed, a left-handed catch there. This is exciting stuff from Sharjah Afridi. There's the man in the middle. And he's delighted with his effort.
Barefoot and left-handed. What? My goodness. Seeing if you could smell the leather on the palms. Well, they'll never forget this day. This one was smashed away on the onside, right off the middle of the bat. It went flying away into the crowd. Just watch this ball go. There it is. Down she comes. No trouble at all. Gotcha. Actually, he caught it with two hands and held it up in one.
Well, he's got mid-on in the circle, and there is sort of a straightish mid-wicket on the boundary line. So Mulya's got to be extremely careful where he pitches the ball.
Oh, what a shot. First up.
An excellent shot. Great use of the feet coming down.
Afridi, is this his day? 3 balls from the side of the leader and 6.
The 50 of just 40 deliveries.
Yes, this time it is for Wadina doing the catching.
Yes, and I think Afridi went once too often. It's 14 overs gone, and he's looking at the 15th. They can put them back. They still have them up. They had to have them up. Third man and fine leg out. And Afridi has gone once too often trying to hit Chaminda Vas over the top. This was a spiralling catch. It really went up a long way. He had a long time to think about it. Joe Warden has done well in the end. 70 for 2.
That's true. That's the boundary for Inzaman.
This is a beauty for Inzaman. Just a little short and wide, and he plays that shot so well. Didn't try and hit it too hard.
Well, finally, Bosty really let him go at that one. Didn't quite manage to clear the ropes, but a good shot nonetheless.
Yes, hitting with the spin. Got inside the line and hit with the spin.
And what a good delivery there from Upul Chandana. And he's gone. Great bit of wicket keeping by Kalwitana there. Beat the batsman, beat Vasti outside the off stump, and the bails were off in a flash by Kalwitana.
Yes, he could never have got back to his crease, just judging by the reaction of Kalu there. It didn't look as if he'd gone too far, but I think he'd gone wandering, and he never got back at any stage out of his ground. He's tried to get his toe back, but never got back at any stage. Kalu has taken the bails off, and even at that stage, his foot behind the line. So a bit of a mystery there for his colleagues, but that's the end of Vashti, out for 21 or 53, and it's now 96 for 3. Got him, couldn't bowl, he's just chipped it straight back to him. Well, that is a lazy shot. You see, you've got to be very careful of Mathai Muralidharan. He's a smart little number. You can't just close the face on the ball, because that top spinner is likely to go off the front edge, and it did. It just went straight back to bowler, and it was really a little lollipop.
A clever delivery by Muralidharan, straightening that one up, and a soft dismissal for Vasti. A gentle cotton bowled, and Murali doesn't miss many of that. So Pakistan lose their 4th wicket for 105.
Gone. Well bowled. Also very good work by Kalwitana, the wicketkeeper.
Inzamam was getting just a little uptight out there. This was a brilliant ball. Ball again. And that middle and leg line, Inzi trying to make room for himself in, was well taken by Kalwitana. So Inzamam ul Haq leads for 33 and Pakistan 137 for 5.
Under pressure, this is 6. Great shot. He's been looking for that one. And beautifully hit. Absolutely beautifully hit there by Razak. He had been kept tied down, not prepared to just while away with singles, using his feet, and superb control right down the ground. And that's too short. He's disappointed, Murali, and well, he might be. That's one of the poor deliveries. It's really been smashed away. 181 for 5. That's bowled. Jaya Surya's got him. He moved across, tried to smash it away this sweep. He'd been playing that quite regularly. And it's gone behind the pads and onto leg stump. Sri Lanka must be pleased to see the end of Moin Khan. Moin Khan not really getting his foot in front of the ball and paying the penalty by getting too much across, bowled round his legs. Pakistan 184 for 6.
Oh, well done. Now the question's been asked, but I don't think so. I'm sure he was back, but the umpire is asking for a replay on it. Was him looking a little confused?
I think it's just a little late getting back into the crease, or jabbing his bat in the crease. He's not very confident. Just trying to heave the ball away through the onside, getting an inside edge pad, and then not knowing where the ball had gone. It was just near the wicketkeeper Kalwitana, who did quite well out there. Good presence of mind, flicking the bail. And yes, I think it is in the air when the stumps were uprooted.
The red light goes on, and once again he's out-stumped, and well, one person's misery is joy for plenty of others. That's the way the game is. Wasim Akram out-stumped.
Got him, yes!
50 odd, this time it's 1 for 52. That's beaten the fieldsman at backward point. It'll go all the way to the boundary, this one. Yes, into the fence it goes. Oh, that's high and wide. That's 6. Way over wide. wide, long on. Good shot. That wasn't a very good delivery.
Had the area in mind and went through with it.
Full toss, 6. Full toss, 6. That's not a very good over. Trying to get the Yorker in there, perhaps bowling it a little bit faster. And that was whacked away to square leg for 6. Well, that takes it to 221 for 7. Oh, great shot, straight down the ground. Oh, I tell you what, the umpire did well to get out of the way of that one. That was right off the meat of the bat, as straight as a die. It's really strong.
This was an extremely difficult shot to play. Coming down the track, picking the ball from middle and leg line, and Jayasuriya, remember, it's firing them in. And hit it straight over the bowler's head, the safest place you can get a boundary from.
Yes, above all else, he's got to stay well pitched up. I think if they allow these guys to get underneath them, there's a chance of a 6 every time. Young, enthusiastic, good eyes. Chaminda Vas will be trying very hard to get it right up in the block hole. 6 out of 6. The first one wasn't too bad. It was pretty well pitched up. He'd settle for 6 singles, actually.
Yes, there'll be a lot of pressure on long on and log off, because if the length has got to be a little up, they'll be involved.
Bowl him, clean ball, that's the place to bowl. The batsmen have got to make a bit of room. They've got to try and do something. Chaminda Vas is straight, the batsman misses, and the stumps are shattered.
Very good delivery. Bowling within the stumps, and the batsman making room for himself so that he can get a bit of elevation to cover, or even mid-off. Not there, hitting the stumps, and that is the end of Azhar Mahmood. Lovely line. It's gone for 16, Bowl Vas. 233 for 8 Pakistan.
Right, so the last ball of the innings now. 237 for 8. Can they get a boundary away? Malik on strike. Razak undefeated on 59. Down the wicket he goes. It's a bit of inside edge in that one. The square leg umpire's coming in. He's coming back for the second. Here comes the throw. Very well run. Jayawardena was the fieldsman down there, and that's the end of... well, it's the end of what's been a very, very interesting little session of play. Some good bowling, some very good fielding, and some outstanding batting. The Pakistan team won the toss. They decided to bat first. That didn't upset the Sri Lankans at all, because they wanted to field first. And, of course, Anwar was out for a duck. Afridi made 58 and played brilliantly. He really did. So... 239 for 8. Ended up with 2 for 38, Vas. Zoysa also pretty good on 1 for 32, bowled quite well. Wouldn't enjoy the replay of that dropped catch. Muralidharan, more expensive than normal, 1 for 57. That was largely because of some really good hitting by Shahid Afridi. Chandana, 1 for 38. Jayasuriya bowled well, 2 for 39 off his 10. Russell Arnold took some stick today, I'm afraid. 3 overs, no wicket for 27.
Presenting the Coca-Cola Trophy.
Scored 240 at 4.8 runs per over. We're going to join the action now in the third ball of the first over. Wasim is bowling to Kalu.
And get Tony that one off the pad again. Leg bias. Is going to be the signal, I would think. No ball.
So the Sri Lankans looking to this old firm of Kaluvitana and Jayasuriya to commence their campaign towards this rather good Pakistan total. Got their work cut out. So good firm foundation required by this pair. Jayasuriya just after that excellent innings against the West Indies. No doubt his confidence must be at a high ebb.
Just off the top of the bat. Oh, a big mistake that. Wasim Akram off the 2, please. That's
quite a bonus for Sri Lanka. Shoaib playing in his first game here, making what an awful mess of that. Taking his eyes off it and the ball going right through him.
Very simple catch. It's very first delivery. Samir Ahmed strikes.
This really indeed is a dream start for Shabir Ahmed. Sharjah sort of looking to go over the top, thinking in terms of continuing from yesterday, looking to chip it over the infield, just not getting hold of it, and Sri Lanka have lost their first wicket. 9 for 1.
I think it was a bounce that defeated Sanat Jayasuriya. Shabir Ahmed is a very tall young man. That ball bounced quite a bit higher than he expected. He goes for 5. 9 for 1 Sri Lanka. Simple dismissal. Very simple. A slow delivery. Completely deceived Russell Arnold.
So Sri Lanka lose a second wicket with Russell Arnold being finding difficult to dig out a delivery from Wasim Akram. A very soft dismissal. Could see his feet nowhere in position, and the lack of balance creating the problem. And Sri Lanka lose their second wicket, 15 for 2.
Gone. Shabir Ahmed strikes again.
Another fine delivery by Shabir. The ball pitching in the channel and leaving Kaluwitana. Kaluwitana getting the outside edge, and wicketkeeper Moin Khan making no mistake. So Sri Lanka lose their third wicket and in absolutely dire straits.
In complete disarray now, Sri Lanka. 3 wickets down, 15 runs on the board. That's a good shot. 2 bounces, 4 runs.
You can't bowl short to this man, Aravind De Silva. He quickly latches onto it. That delivery is short from Razak. Doesn't really have the speed to worry De Silva, and very quickly De Silva gets onto the back foot and hits it over mid-wicket for 4 runs. He has been bowling under pressure.
That's gone a long way. A very long way. Maximum. 9 runs from the over. Sri Lanka 75 for 3. Sri Lanka managing to maintain that required rate of just over 5 runs per over. Caught. That was well caught by Inzamam ul Haq. He had made up for the few half chances that he allowed to go by. And that's a very important wicket for Pakistan. Just short of a good length. Marvin Atapatu thinking, well, I can hit this powerfully through the mid-wicket region. Didn't quite get hold of it. And Inzamam ul Haq takes pretty simple catch. I need to hear this part.
And that's in the air and out. The right thing to do, and he just didn't quite time it well enough. He should have hit it straight down the ground. Mahalo Jayawardena just a bit inside out and not able to clear the field.
Well, he picked the straighter delivery from Shrat Malik quite well here. This one, the flighted straighter delivery, but didn't get the elevation, not middle it. And Shabir judging a good catch there. On the boundary line, not easy those, but he was pretty steady there. So an early exit for Jayawardene, 1 for 2, and Sri Lanka in precarious conditions, 91 for 5.
Oh, yeah, come on.
And that's
That's a very ambitious shot to get off the mark with, but he's played it well, and he's got 4.
He picked up the length quickly there. Good roll of the wrist, stayed down and finding the gap through that square leg area.
So many times with off spinners, you hit it behind square. He's done it very well. We've got the maximum reward for him, 4. Again, just a little bit of a hiccup. Aravinda's not the quickest, so he's got to make that decision quickly as to whether he's going to run or not. If there's any hesitation, he really will struggle to get there. They're on the ball tonight, Pakistan in the field. Almost halfway, 24 overs gone, 96 for 5. And bounce. And that's the inconsistent bounce we talked about. Razak got one to scoot through. Now Shoaib has got one to bounce.
An excellent delivery. Bouncing and gripping and making life just a little difficult for Aravinda De Silva, who's looking to work the ball away.
Oh, and that's very poor fielding. Clean bowled in the outfield. Just didn't keep his eye on it. Devastating for a spinner when that happens. Just too casual.
Well, that's the second serious lap that the Pakistanis have made in the field. Earlier it was Shabir, and now it's Razak, who didn't gather the ball cleanly at all. Went through his legs.
And this could be a run out. And now he's given him. Aravinda has committed suicide. I think he thought he'd got a little farther than that. Syed Anwar was quick as a flash. And as so often happens, when it hits the stumps, the batsman is out. That is a big, big blow for Sri Lanka.
Well, a disappointing end. This was well fielded by Syed Anwar, firing it back quickly, and a direct hit, and Aravinda way short of the crease. That is the wicket Pakistanis were looking forward to, and he's gone for 35 after playing 50 deliveries. 103 for 6 Sri Lanka.
Michael Holding has moved in alongside me. That one goes running down towards fine leg. And in comes the throw. This could be out. Run out. Yes, he's gone. He's out. Out, run out. Well, that is a suicidal run. It was all his own fault. Silva was running to the danger end. And, of course, the ball was coming from way down that end as well. He said yes, and he never looked like getting in.
Suicidal, that's the only thing you could describe that by. 2 runs to be had down the fine leg there. The man is at the backward square. The other man chasing is from backward point, so there's always a chance of getting 2, but definitely not 3. He had absolutely no chance. Dive or no dive, he was going to be out by a long way.
It's very unfortunate. So 110 for 7. Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled him. We'll come back to that in a minute. He's clean bowled him. That's a magnificent delivery from Afridi. He does get that ball to slant in every now and again, and really, just looking at Upul Chandana there, he had no idea. It slipped in and went straight through his defences.
He was expecting this ball again to spin away from him. That is what Afridi has been doing. Not really getting a great deal of turn, but at least getting the ball to straighten. That one didn't straighten. It came right in between bat and pad and bowled. 8 wickets down on that dreaded.
Yes! There it goes, it's over!
Gone.
He's bowled him.
He's bowled him! First ball, you little beauty!
Oh, what a good catch. What a beautiful catch. Mohammad Azharuddin just behind
square leg or perhaps square on the onside. He picked that up magnificently. The third wicket is down. Hooks is out, and Binney has 3.
It certainly was a good catch, whipping it away the leg, off the meat of the bat, straight to him, but it was going like a rocket at him. Made no mistake, picked it up, threw it in the air.
Dev giving the ball swing away. He's gone. Is he? Yes, what a breakthrough. 1 for none.
And he's hit them, and he's been given out.
And that hits it on the pad. That must have been close, just going down the leg side, I think. Nuwan Zoyser is the batsman, just slipping down the leg side. That was a quicker delivery. Let's have a look.
Very quick. Just missing leg. The angle of delivery, just taking it past the leg stump.
Shabash, shabash.
Watchfully played by Zoyser on the back foot, and well bowled Shahid Afridi. 111 for 8.
Shahid Afridi given his first opportunity in this Coca-Cola Trophy. Did very well with the bat and doing just as well with the ball.
For 31 overs, 111 for 8, and we're going to see some more here of Shoaib Malik with his off spinners. He's bowled 7 overs, 1 for 28. Just Murali Dhiran to come in this Sri Lankan batting lineup. And time to go back now to Wasim Raja. Yes, that's right. In goes the throw. Yes, Wasim, sorry to interrupt you there. You guys keep getting wickets. There's nothing we can do about it. They're playing well, aren't they?
They are, yes. When we went to Toronto, the team hadn't played since the World Cup, but they've gelled together, and now they've been performing extremely well. I mean, they're keen to win, which is the most important thing in a team. And I'm very pleased with their performance.
Malik again. Oh, that one's driven away on the onside and bouncing down to the boundary for 4. Yes, I suppose over the years, Wasim, we've heard stories and in fact read of Pakistan teams that sometimes happy, sometimes unsettled, but this one does look very relaxed, and the captain in particular looks relaxed out there.
It is. I mean, Wasim Akram has got such a big influence over the youngsters especially, and they're quite keen to perform well. And what I said to them, that winning becomes a habit, and once you start winning the games, then everything will come together, and this is what's happened since after the World Cup, especially in Toronto when we played the West Indies. The boys did extremely well, and even here in Sharjah.
Yes, they've certainly done well here. Can I just ask you, everyone seems to be so happy and playing so well, and yet you've decided to give it away. I don't want to drag you into any controversy, but obviously you've got your reasons for that. I mean, it must be a bit sad when things are going so well to be making that sort of decision.
Yes, it is. I mean, I was extremely happy. I still am happy with the team, but there were 1 or 2 elements, or 1 or 2, I would say, individuals that I didn't get on well with. So I decided to go back to England, and it is an extremely sad moment for me when I leave, or will be when I leave Sharjah. Australian tour, I was really looking forward to that, but I'm afraid it's a bit too late. I've made my mind up to go back to teaching.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people who've watched you play cricket over the years, and in fact a lot of your friends down in Australia would have loved to have seen you down there. Not to be, and those are the ways I suppose things go in life when you make decisions. You've got to live with them, and I think there's some of us in the game that understand some of the problems associated with those that actually play cricket and have played Test cricket, and those that haven't.
Yes, you're right, Tony, but just one of those decisions I made when we got back from Toronto. I stopped over in England. for a week, and I went to see my headmaster, and I said, well, things aren't going too well, so could I come back? So he said, yes, you're more than welcome, but I mean, it was very nice at school, who let me off for a year to start with, and then they've taken me back without any questions. Leaving the Pakistan cricket team is a very sad moment for me. I mean, now the Australian tour is coming up, and I think our boys are good enough to beat Australia in Australia.
So I was going to ask you about that one. This coming tour of Pakistan down to Australia, I think it's probably fair to say that the two best teams in the world will be up against each other. You reckon they're going to beat them?
I think so, yeah. I mean, now the team spirit is up and the atmosphere in the dressing room is fantastic. Yes, I'm sure, and especially after the World Cup, where we didn't perform as well as we were expected to. The boys are all geared up, and yes, they're really looking forward to beating Australia in Australia.
Well, that one's in the air. This could be out caught. Yes, I think it is. Yes, nicely taken on the boundary. Mahmood catches that one as well, and it brings a smile to the face of Wasim Raja. Well, why wouldn't it? They're having an absolute ball. They really are the Pakistan side. They've got it over Sri Lanka tonight, that's for sure. They're going to give them a thorough thrashing here. And really it all started when they played so well with the bat. And then, of course, this very strong and very disciplined bowling side has just been too much for the Sri Lankans.
Shamin Nawaz looking to clear that mid-wicket boundary. Not getting anywhere near to the boundary as Mahmood takes a very simple catch, about 10 meters in from the ropes. Suppose he had to try and get some runs. Shamin Nawaz, if he goes for 7, it's 118 for 9.
So 33 overs have been bowled, 120 for 9, 1 wicket to fall. It looks as if, is it going to be Malik to continue? I can tell you is that Michael Holding has had to disappear downstairs to get ready for the presentation, and I've got Ranjit Fernando in the box with me. Disappointing, Ranjit?
Very disappointing, Tony. Bad news for Sri Lanka. It's the batting really that has let them down once again. The important thing in cricket is really to learn from your mistakes, and the Sri Lankans continue to make these mistakes. Sharjah, no doubt, must be a very disappointed man.
Here's that last dismissal. Just have a look at it again. Afridi just tossing it up. You can't really blame the tailenders for having a go here. They've got to score 6 and over. There's no way that these matches are going to be drawn, so they've got to go for them. And there it goes in the air again. This one won't quite reach the field's mid-wicket. That's Muralidharan just chipping that one over the onside field.
That's the only way Muralidharan knows to play. Certainly no one could expect him to try and turn this around. Enjoys his batting. Will have to really look at being a little more serious about his batting, particularly when runs up.
That's in the air, that's straight up, that'll be caught and bowled. That's the end of Zoysa and the end of Sri Lanka. Shoaib Malik taking the caught and bowled. Zoysa was trying to cart it away over deep mid-wicket, and it hit the edge of the bat, went straight up in the air. And, well, it was a very straightforward catch. Well, that's a very disappointing performance. At one stage I thought that we may just be seeing a bit of a comeback on the part of the Sri Lankan side. Just hope that their batting was going to fire. However, it wasn't to be today. They have been completely outplayed. And we were all expecting big things from Jayasuriya and Kaluwitharana.
Yes, wickets falling like 9 pins at the top. Losing Jayasuriya early on was a very big blow. Kaluwitharana and Arnold too going early. It was left to Aravinda De Silva and Marwan Athapaththu to try and bring this innings back on rail, rescue the tottering innings. They made some sort of impact, but the rest of the batting, Mahala Jayawardena, Sharman De Silva, Upul Chandana, none of them are really making any impression, and the tail too folded up. So Sri Lanka, a rather poor disappointment.